Coming up on today's FNN, the ins and outs of how snow days are called.
Plus, we check out a Kentwood restaurant where it's about more than just food.
And we have winter postseason highlights. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Friday, Falcons. I'm Eliasa.
And I'm Trey Tyler.
For students, a snow day can feel like a bonus day off, but for school leaders, the decision to close is anything but simple. From road conditions to district-wide safety, many factors go into calling off school. FNN's Jennifer Gao takes us behind the scene of how that decision is made.
Snow days doesn't happen often, but when they do, students take advantage of the time to relax. But shutting down an entire school district is never simple, and there are many key factors that goes into making the decision. Kentwood Public School Superintendent Kevin Polson gets the final word on snow days, but when conditions are bad, his day starts early.
Safety is our primary concern when we're considering a snow day, and we consult with our operations team. We drive the roads in the morning if we have to check. We begin that around 4 a.m. We consult with other districts to see what they're seeing with conditions or what factors they may be considering. We check in with our bus garage to make sure it's safe for our buses to travel.
KPS look into surrounding school when making the decision to call off, factoring in how other districts are responding to the severe weather. Often when a district like Grand Rapids Public School closes, KPS is not far behind. Tom Lagoon, Executive Director of Finance and Business Operation, highlights how much of these decisions plays a role in the final decision.
Try to come up with what we think is best for our district first, and then we'll take into consideration and talk with our neighbors to find out what they're thinking, what they're seeing. So we certainly try to collaborate with our neighbors, and it can affect our final decision, yeah.
Snowy days brings icy roads and limit visibility, making traveling difficult for many students. According to the Michigan traffic crash, around 27.6% of drivers are involved in winter crashes. While the superintendent's commute may have been clear, many students' drivers argue that ice-covered streets tells a different story. Olivia Sanchez, a senior at EK, is one of the many new drivers who had difficulty when the winter strikes.
My first time driving in the winter, it was stressful because I didn't know how far to brake because the roads were super slippery.
Snow days are more than just a break from school. They serve as a reminder that students and staff's well-being is top priority. At EK, I'm Jennifer Gao.
On the off chance we surpass our snow day limit, seniors, you still get to enjoy an early summer.
For the first time in Michigan, high school athletes will be allowed to profit from their name, image, and likeness, also known as NIL. The new rule opens the door for endorsements and business deals, but it also raises a question about fairness and protecting the students. Reporter Darius Calvert has the story.
Big things are happening in the world of high school athletics. High school athletes are allowed to get paid. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. It lets college athletes make money off their own fame with such things as restaurant commercials, free cars from dealerships, and some of the country's top brands. And now, a new law signed by the MSHAA will allow high school athletes throughout the state to cash in. Junior football and track athlete Donovan Jones talks about how he feels about NIL and what it contributes to him.
I feel like it's a big change for me because it opens up a lot of doors. My recruiting is just getting started, so it gives me more opportunity to just also be great and just gain more profit and just put my name more out there and on different companies and just get a lot of exposure, so yeah.
Before this new law, student athletes were not allowed to make any money off their athletic careers. Now, they have a little bit more freedom to engage in endorsements, but high school involvement is not allowed. Players must engage with business entirely on their own. For Jones, this new path is helping prepare for college athletics, where some of the athletes are making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it gives me a startup, Before we didn't have high school NIL, so we couldn't really do a lot. We couldn't talk to businesses and stuff like that. But now it gives me a head start so I can do it in high school and then going into college when I really get the NIL and really start getting companies hitting me and stuff like that. I can be more comfortable and being able to talk to them and just talk business. So I feel like this NIL rule and this new thing is really giving us an upper hand in high school sports.
Although this opportunity opens up new paths for student athletes, there's always a chance for rules to be broken. Head boys basketball coach at Grand Rapids Community College, Joseph Fox is worried that in the competitiveness of high school sports, it could quickly become a free-for-all.
As long as it's not the Wild West and you get like either parent or guardian involvement, so there's some sort of adult in the room while these conversations are happening. As long as things are regulated, I don't know why athletes have to be unfairly not allowed to make money on sponsorships like other students could.
Opinions on paying student athletes are split, and the state is doing their best to protect those athletes, most which are under 18 years old. As a result, parents have to be involved in the process, but Jones believes that the new law offers plenty of protections and opportunities.
I really wouldn't add anything. I feel like the rules that they set are really good. You know, it gives us a lot of opportunities to, adventure and, talk to businesses, like get meal deals and all this other stuff. So I feel like everything really they put in place is just perfect for us.
This new law also makes it clear that high school and coaches cannot be involved in the process. The deals have to exclusively be between athletes, their parents, and interested businesses. Fox completely dislikes the thought of schools making deals for kids, and that it's perfect for the athlete to be on their own.
I don't want to turn it into schools making deals for kids, which I think happens at the college level a bit. Like, as long as the kids are handling their own stuff, as long as there's an adult involved in the conversation. My only hesitation with school involvement, if there is, I think you'll see a lot more like transferring and stuff like that because of NIL, and I don't really think that's the point of high school athletics.
According to the Michigan lawmakers, the belief is that this law will only impact an incredible tiny percentage of high school athletes. Only the best of the best can expect to be paid. At East Kentwood, I'm Darius Cowley.
State officials say only a small number of athletes are expected to benefit financially from NIL deals, with some lawmakers saying it would be less than 5 student athletes in the entire state per year.
Have you ever driven through the intersection of Schaefer's on 29th Street and noticed a restaurant named Elbows? This Bosnina-Albanian restaurant is more than just about good food. It's about celebrating culture. I spent the day there to hear their story. Elbows is a family-run restaurant and bakery that originally opened in 2003. Over the years, it has expanded into a combined restaurant and Eastern European grocery store. Hakia Hoja, co-owner, claims their food is unique because it's homemade, fresh, and traditional.
Oh yeah, this homemade, unique food, like there's not so much in Grand Rapids like food we have, European food. So that makes our different, and everything is homemade, everything we make here, everything fresh. People like that.
Sokol Kaioli, a longtime customer of Elbows, appreciates the food because it reminds him of home and the things he grew up with in Shkup, Macedonia.
The traditional food, it's the burek, it's the coffees, it's the beans, the goulash, the stuff that I'm used to and stuff I grew up with.
Hakia details his appreciation for his customers and the personal relationships they have built over the years, and how these community relationships allow them to stand out against competing businesses.
It's like, we have these customers like since we opened. So, be honest with customer, make relationship with them, and they sticking with you. We just need always new customer. We kind of didn't, but we do have a lot of competition right now, but people still come here.
Sokol believes the heart of Elbows lies in its community, offering a level of personal support that reflects its Albanian and Bosnian roots.
There's always somebody here that will point you to the right directions due to the nature and similarity of all the people that come over here and the businesses that are in the Albanian and the Bosnian community.
Elbows is more than just a local business. It's a taste of home for an entire community. In Kentwood, I'm Ilyasa Kaioli.
And that wraps up your news this week, Falcons.
Now let's toss it over to FNN sports reporter Reese Emiat for this week's EK Sports Report.
Welcome back to Land Falcons. It's Reese here bringing you your EK Sports Report. First up, our boys wrestling team is sending Tyler Mewson to the MHSAA State Finals after placing second at Regionals last weekend. Big congrats to Tyler and the rest of our team for a hard-fought season. Over the course, our guys basketball team are having a historic season as they are currently 19-2 and took home the OK Red Championship last week with their win against Granville. Wednesday night, our guys dominated Wyoming in the district semifinals and now are looking to take down Byron Center to win the district finals tonight at Caledonia. Let's pack the stands to cheer on our Falcons. Our girls pulled off a big win last night against Wayland and will be going into the playoffs with a ton of momentum. Playoffs start next week Wednesday, where our girls will be in the district semifinals. Congrats to Area's Branch for earning first team all-conference and freshman Kaylin Wilson on earning honorable mention honors. Over at the pool, our boys swim and dive team have had a very successful season. Last night they started their conference meet and continue through tomorrow right here at the land. Make sure to cheer on our guys. That wraps up this week's sports report. We'll be back next week with postseason updates. Now let's pass it back to the desk.
That does it for today's show. We will be back next week with more, but until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports, live streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check out Falcon News Networks on Spotify for our new season of podcasts. We'll see you back here next Friday.